All right, welcome back to the Chiefs fans before we were cool, Brother Wonders podcast.
Maybe we should take names. If anyone has a better name suggestion.
Then Chiefs fans before we were cool. I don't think
Well, I
we
was
can
gonna say the
change it.
Brother Wonders podcast.
Oh
I
no no
mean,
no no, that is the best name.
okay, sorry.
Pun intended. So yeah, that's exactly right. The Brother Wonder. No, okay, that's pretty bad, but we're having a good time.
We could
So
make our own theme song. Like you already got
yeah.
the start of it right there.
Well,
I'm
well,
ready.
we're gonna start our newest segment on the Brother Wonders podcast, which is Wasso Wonders. And
Wasso, yes, I like that. Wasso
Wasso
Wonders.
wonders a couple things, and so we will Wasser answer. That was pretty.
That was rough.
I'm it's a reach, but if you don't, you know, reach for the
Hey, many people thought Mahomes was a reach, so
shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. Yeah, Mahomes. Yeah, Alex Smith. Why would you trade? Why would you
yeah.
get Patrick Mahomes?
So I didn't follow the Chiefs nearly as closely as I do now. Like we were always Chiefs fans, but I did not watch every game back then, and I definitely didn't pay attention to the draft. I had a coworker who was a big Chiefs fan who was ranting about the fact that they took Mahomes shortly after they did it. One of my coworkers was just going off about, "We're just there. We were so close. Why wouldn't you get help for our offense instead of drafting a quarterback that's not even going to play this year?"
Hmm.
And you know. I don't think that they have the same opinion as they did back then.
So, not to reveal any sort of secrets, but with that jersey, did you go ahead and buy it because it was cheaper since it was over the summer?
But no, it's the same one I had last year.
Oh, it was the one you had last year. Okay, never mind. I
Why are
don't
you
know anything.
criticizing my choice in jersey? I love Pacheco.
I know Pacheco's great. What I really want would be a George Karlaftis jersey,
It's a
especially
good
because
one.
I could know he will be playing and good forever. And it's not like a Patrick Mahomes jersey where like all the 5-year-olds wear it,
Yeah.
10-year-olds.
Well, I mean
It's
that's kind of why I went with Pacheco. It was a little bit more obscure. I didn't want to go with Kelsey or Mahomes. I could have gone with like Chris Jones. I thought about that, but I don't know. It was when Pacheco was like the first season where he was really coming into his own, and I was pumped. So I was like, let's go for it.
let's
He
get to
hasn't done
Pacheco.
as well since his injury last year, but we can get into that.
Well, I think he's going to bounce back. I mean, he's playing fast. Like he's
Yeah.
playing well and I mean he didn't play after his injury. He broke his leg. Like
I, no, I understand. It's a big. I'm just saying, like at this point, I don't think
yeah.
there's a huge difference between like him and Kareem Hunt as far as like skill level. I don't think so.
I think they got it right. I think Kareem Hunt's the short yardage back because he's got better vision. And Pacheco, I think Pacheco is pretty close to pre-injury pop. Um,
I think he got like 5 yards to carry. So I
yeah,
mean, he did pretty decently.
which is something I think we would do better if we ran more. But I mean, that's always going to be a feeling for Chiefs fans with Andy Reid. He's in love with the pass.
And a lot of this game we were behind. So
Yeah, but still, you gotta run. You gotta keep people honest.
yeah.
You can't just bubble screen to Marquise Brown as much as I appreciate it. I thought it's not. He's not Rashid Rice. He's not going to get a bunch of yards after the catch.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we play against Philadelphia this week. But we have a couple of questions here. One of them might be related to what we just said. So Wassa wonders, with Rice out and Worthy likely not at 100% or playing. I think he did practice limited today.
Did
Which
he really?
receiver?
Man, I was surprised. I know that they said day to day, but I thought that was super optimistic because like I saw other like medical people reporting that for that kind of injury, it was usually going to be like several weeks. And
Yeah.
so I haven't followed that closely, so that's on me. You're probably right that he did.
Oh, okay. Non-participant Wednesday.
Okay,
It's yeah, I think it was today. Yeah.
a partial participation. Yeah, I
Yeah.
doubt he'll play this week. But
No.
yeah, I mean, I don't think he should. I mean, that's
No.
like I said, from what I saw from like just medical people, not that they
The
evaluate
YouTube
him
doctors.
personally, the YouTube doctors, not that they evaluate him personally, but usually they're fairly close, like in the ballpark, in my experience. And so I like, oh, obviously it's not as bad, but I still figured he'd miss at least a couple of weeks because
Yeah.
originally I saw like 4 plus weeks, and I was like, that's gonna suck. And then so that's great if he's back in just 2 weeks or whatever.
Yeah, I'd
That'll
be
be a
pretty
lot
happy if
better.
he just missed 2 weeks. We'll see.
Hmm.
Also happy for him to take the time he needs.
Hmm.
But yeah, so who do you think is going to be the main target?
I think it's pretty hard to say it won't be Hollywood Brown after.
16 targets later.
Yeah, yeah, and like he did in Hollywood. I saw someone I saw something or someone said like Hollywood Brown with the worst 9 reception, 100+ yard game that you'll ever see because he had so many and he did have some drops. He did have some, misplays. Like, but he did at least carry the majority of the load. Like he was able to
Yeah.
step into that role. And no, I don't think he's on the same level as those other guys personally, but I think I'm really thankful we have him as our third option.
Yeah,
Um,
as much as you like a Tyquan Thornton or something else, it gets
mhm.
really rough. And I mean, we've already seen that, right? When we had Sky Moore and Kadarius Toney
Yeah,
and Rashee Rice out, like you just don't have a lot um going on. And so yeah, it's an interesting time for Chiefs fans as far as receivers. It seems like we just can't get those three guys going. It'd be nice for Hollywood Brown to be three and
yeah.
Rasheed Rice to one, and Xavier Worthy would be two. So we'll see kind of how the rest of the season plays out. But I think it has to be Hollywood Brown. I would agree with you. There really can't be. I mean, Tyquan Thornton's going to get. I think he's going to be pretty good. Like he's running routes pretty well, but he's going to be more of a long
Deep shots.
deep shots and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And that's fine though, but he's going to do a good job with that. So I'm pretty excited about him being able to have some opportunities to get some early reps and just to get kind of into the flow, hopefully, of the offense and be able to play if somebody, Xavier where they gets injured again or something else, you just want it'll be okay probably to get some good reps for some of the other players. But we don't have a lot of receivers right now that I trust. So Hollywood
I
Brown,
mean,
all the yeah,
Juju. I mean,
Juju's
we
fine.
we at
Yeah,
least have a couple, and then like you said, we have a deep shot threat. So at least we did have it. We I Losing our top two receivers in other years would have been far worse than this year.
yeah,
Let me just put it that way. I
yeah.
just feel like we do have a decent amount of depth this year,
Yeah.
and
I,
and
I
so we're not completely out of it like we might have been in other years.
we can function. We can function
Hmm.
as office. It's not Kadarius Toney and Sky Moore,
Yeah,
the dark days. Uh, I hope you can help them over in 49ers land, Sky. Um,
I think didn't he
in
he
the
he
Western skies.
I
Oh,
saw
did
something where he like miffed a punt or maybe he like I think he might have dropped it and then picked it back up. Like he didn't actually lose it, but still it was
he
I
shouldn't
saw
be
some
doing
post.
that.
I didn't actually look into it. And it might have been in the preseason even. I just saw
Mm,
somebody saying, "Welcome to what Chiefs have been going through for whatever." And then it
over many
showed
years.
anyway.
Yeah, I
So,
mean, I remember that pick because we traded back, and I was hoping we would get George Pickens, who went a couple picks later. Of course, he has his own headaches, but as far as a talent, it would have been really nice to have a George Pickens
yeah.
and not a Sky Moore. I
Oh
think
yeah.
everybody could agree with that.
I think most everyone would have taken that trade in a heartbeat. I mean,
Yeah, and we got our fifth round pick was Darius Kennard, which was not he never helped us. So anyway, um,
can't win
you
them
know,
all.
You can't win them all. You can't win them all. But I wish we wouldn't have traded back. Even though that deal was good, we traded back like 4 spots and got a fifth round pick in the second round. I don't think it was what we wanted to do in that draft. But hey, we made a lot of other really good picks that draft, so we're all
Yeah.
good. Um, so yes, will this matchup against the Eagles be better than the last one? Can it be
Hard
worse?
hard to imagine it'd be worse. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Um, yes, I think it'll be better. Uh, the Eagles didn't look, I mean, we'll probably talk about it more, but didn't look absolutely great in their first matchup. Of course, they had a, you know, Spitgate, so that they'll be a better,
Jalen Carter, yeah.
yeah. So well, they'll, yeah, because I'm pretty sure that he's playing, right? I've heard something about him being suspended, but I don't think
He
he's
did not get a suspension. He got
okay.
fined. He was mad about that, but I mean, he's got money. He'll be fine.
He's
Uh,
yeah,
and he did not receive any suspension. So yeah, full force, fly Eagles fly, I guess.
yeah,
We'll see how the Chiefs play, but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I think we'll be fine. We'll talk about that more a little bit, and then so do you think we could pull out a win if we don't play only to stop Barkley this time? I feel like
I
that's
mean,
yeah. I feel like
uh,
that connects to how I felt about the Chargers game. Like I thought, like if I looked at the defense's coverages, and I'm not like an expert with some of these things, but like it looked like we were playing to stop the run, and then they just didn't
yeah,
run. It's like it was like a repeat of the Super Bowl situation where we just kept getting open. I think there was also some blown coverages and stuff on the back end. Like it
yeah,
wasn't all that, but it was like they couldn't run at all. Good stuff. Like that's good,
yeah. Our
but
secondary, what seemed concerning. I mean, yeah, I don't know enough to know about like selling out to stop the run if that's what was going on, if that was the issue. Um, if the Eagles play like they played in the Super Bowl, then no, I don't see it. I don't see us winning. Like, I
mhm.
mean, I know there's been a little bit of changeover, but if they play as well as they played in that game, like we're missing Worthy, who was like
Yeah,
one of the only people who did much of anything in that Super Bowl.
yeah,
I just don't I don't see an avenue. I think the avenue is the Eagles play like they played in week one, which wasn't great. Like it happens, right?
hmm
And we play better because we played terribly in that Super Bowl too. So there's definitely a chance,
yeah,
it's not a 98% chance they're going to win. It's, I still would give the I still favor the Eagles, but it's not a foregone conclusion or essentially a foregone conclusion or anything like that.
yeah.
Um, but it'll be tough without Worthy and Rice.
Yeah, we'll see. I think the Chiefs often rise to players, but we also kind of lose to like the Bills in the regular season, so it might be something similar to that. Um, so I think they'll play better this week. Is it going to be enough against a really good team? I don't know. Um, the what was most concerning about the loss in Brazil to you?
Yeah, I think the secondary, I think the fact that a offense that was efficient at throwing the ball, but wasn't like prolific in any way at being like a passing team passed all over us. And you might be right. It might have been a we're not going to let you run on us, and that's why they were able to. But it did feel like people were getting very open. Like it seemed like there was some very loose coverage, people not picking up the right routes or not breaking in when they need to break in. Some things like that. It felt like there was uh, some issues with that. I'm not as concerned with the offense. Um, I think our offense did okay, especially for having our two best receivers out. And if um, but our defense was essentially at full strength, and it did not look as good as I would have liked. So, well, and specifically the secondary. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think I would probably agree that secondary is the most important. Just to talk about something else, I do think we need to run more, even in a game you're down. And we need to be able to establish that because, like you said, Pacheco ran well. We could have run the ball and we could have made some push, and we have young linemen that are currently better, like especially our Suma Sumamatia Suamataia. He's a bulldozer. Like it him in pass sets, he's probably going to be below average, almost certainly be below average. But in a run block set, he's going to be average or above. And you already have, Creed Humphrey and Trey Smith are going to be good.
Hmm.
So we have the guys like let's make life easier in the pass blocking by getting a run game established so then we can do play action, we can do some stuff. So I didn't love how we adjusted with play calling, especially with, as you said, Xavier Worthy out. If you have the receivers, sure. If you have Rashee Rice, sure. If you have Xavier Worthy, sure. Like do that stuff. But we don't. And we have Travis Kelce, who's older and slower and not getting open as much. And I forgot to mention this earlier, but even Hollywood Brown, like I saw something about how he had like a negative separation score. Like his separation score was worse than a replacement level player. It was not good. Like he
Hmm.
was not getting himself open in a way that would support 16 targets. But we were force feeding it to him because we wouldn't run Pacheco. They should have seen your jersey, man.
They should have.
They should have.
I need to send them a picture. Go Pacheco. Eric's getting a little crazy over here. He's a little too invested in this. He is all kinds of fired up.
I'm so fired up. I'm pulling out this cord. I'm furious.
He's furious.
Uh,
They did not run the ball with Pacheco more.
yeah, run fast
Yeah,
and let him bounce
it's
up like a little bunny.
absolutely.
Boing, boing. He should have a little Mario sound. Boing, boing,
They should
boing.
include that when they do like the Nickelodeon shows. They should
Yeah.
really include some sound effects when they like get back up and stuff. That'd be
Yeah, and like a little
more entertaining
stomping sound, like when he's
when he's
running
running.
angry, like because
Oh,
he
gotcha.
he
Yeah,
runs like he's angry at the ground, kind of thing.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that'd be
It'd
so
be good
good.
times.
Good stuff. How do you feel about so yeah, I also think, and I think I said this last week, like um games that are overseas are always a little weird. Like I'm not too
Yeah.
concerned we lost. It's not great to lose a divisional game. Um, but like, what are you going to do? You're going to lose some games. And if we go 0-2, I think we'll be okay.
Mhm.
Like, I think we can get into the playoffs. I think we'll get to playoffs. And then it's just a matter of that. And we know we'll have almost certainly have Rashee Rice healthy and good to go,
Yeah.
firing on cylinders. That'll be exciting. So,
It might be
I
a
think we did.
rough 6 weeks, but
Yeah, it's kind of rough with that slate of games. It was kind of funny, like that was a big comment, right? When they announced that he was going to have some sort of a hearing 4 weeks into the season. It's like, oh, all their big games, all those big games they got.
which I saw two things. I saw two different opinions on it, right?
Yeah.
There's like, oh, they're helping the Chiefs because they're going to get through all their big games first, and or the well, they just want him back for all the money making games. I want to make sure he's there. It's like I'm pretty sure that's not the reason, but okay. But also like, um, honestly, I think it's better to be later because that's when all but this first divisional game Rice will be there for. And
Hmm.
like if you're like the big most important thing is winning your division.
Yeah.
So we really want Rice for those divisional games. Like even if they're not the tougher opponents, like if we swept the rest of our division, we're almost certainly going to make the playoffs. Like it's very unlikely that we go 5-1 in our division and still don't win our division, right? Like that's
Yeah,
pretty unlikely. And so honestly, I think that like people make of it what they will, right? But I think that it's um, was kind of a silly mentality to be like, oh, they're going to make sure Rice is there for the hard games. It's helping the Chiefs again. Um, and then and then yeah, and I was like, well, I don't know. And then um, someone mentioned that, and I was like, actually, that makes a lot more sense. That actually this is probably better. Like once they changed it, I was like, that kind of makes sense. I don't think that it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other probably at the end, right? And obviously, it just comes down to they finally were able to agree on a number of weeks. Like that's
right.
what happened. And
I'm sure they wanted 8 and Rasheed wanted 4.
yeah,
They got 6. That's how life goes.
yep.
You make some compromises and you go and you rock it out. And I think the Chiefs are going to be fine. You know what I love? Mahomes, Mahoming. Like, man, some of those, that is so fun.
Up. Lulu. Lulu's trying to jump on my
That
lap
was your cat.
and grab the cord and ripped it out because I tried to keep her off my lap, but she got her claw on the cord, so when I pushed her off, she dragged the cord with
Well,
it.
feel free to let Lulu guest star at some point.
Well, yeah, we should. She's kind of the best cat in the world, so not that I'm biased, but
She's pretty great. I know, my kid loves her. So,
so
um,
sorry, what were you saying before
oh, I
Lulu
was
rudely
saying,
interrupted?
we're talking about the Chargers. See, now I totally lost it. That's not great. Um,
No, we were talking
we
about the suspension. I don't know if you were moving on from that,
I was talking about Rasheed Rice
but
suspension.
uh,
I think it's good. Oh no, that's what it is. Haha. It was some silly comment about how I'm so glad that Mahomes is Mahoming.
oh
Like,
yeah,
are you like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm
No,
not
I
crazy. You just
no.
like doing that
He played.
insane
He
throws and like the little like he's playing again. Like it feels like he's playing again. The last couple of years, he just kind of like, and then now he's
yeah
like, and I mean, part of it was because we lost our receivers and he had to kind of go superhuman mode, and
yeah
he's you know you know
yeah. But
shoulder
people are
checking
so
the.
mad about that.
Oh
That's
really?
funny. Obviously you don't follow that as much, but yeah, I scrolling Facebook and stuff. I saw people complaining about
Him risking
he's
himself.
him hitting them before he goes out of bounds, like when he was going out of bounds, and then he checks the defender, um, because they're like, what he's saying is he's free game now because he could have just stepped out of bounds. Instead, he's wanting to hit another guy for no reason and he thinks he's so tough, and I'm like, I mean, he's trying to pump up his team. Like you can be mad at it, and yeah, it's kind of like stupid. It's not actually that like it kind of is a dick move, right? To be like, well, you can't tackle me because you don't know if I'm going to step out of bounds, but I'm going to hit you instead. So I get a little bit of it, but I was like, he's just trying to like get his team into it. He's not like
Yeah,
trying to be like, oh, I'm way better than this guy. He's just trying to get his team into it because they were
he's just
struggling.
playing tough. He's playing tough.
Yeah,
He's just showing that he's going to take a hit too, and they should take hits and push and get the extra yard and whatever. Yeah, I mean he did that with the touchdown, I think last year at some point.
oh, yeah. Well, and that one was like he's going into the end zone. That's different, right? Where
Yeah, he's pushing there.
you're
Yeah, yeah,
actually
yeah.
like running into somebody who could tackle you. And but yeah, I people get mad about whatever they want to get mad about, right? And you only see the minority who's probably most people don't really care, I would
What I'm
assume.
learning is my brother follows angry Twitter feeds
I
or
didn't
X
think I
feeds.
did. I just kind of scroll Facebook and then
Yeah, Facebook
I follow
feeds.
a lot of I have a lot of NFL stuff that pops up
Yeah.
on my feed.
How much of that is AI now?
I don't know.
Isn't it weird?
I'm not an expert.
You're not an AI expert?
I'm not an AI expert.
Well,
I'm an electrician. That's a lot different than being like a s-
yeah.
computer expert.
Well, that's kind of what's going on. AI is taking over the world. That's what we're thinking about. No.
I know
Uh,
they had an AI generated section of art at the fair, and I was like, oh, why are we doing this? Like, why are
why?
we why are these in with the other pictures that people painstakingly took, like to find the perfect shot? And then we just have these other people that are like, I think it was AI altered was technically what it was. But some of them were obviously like completely generated. It was like a cat in space. Like you're like, okay, what? Cool. I mean, it's kind of a cool picture to look at, but it's like I'm not gonna vote for that to be my favorite. Like I hope people aren't voting for that to be their favorite. While these other people like
You,
found really pretty scenery and got the shot just right and did all this stuff to take the picture. Anyway,
you know, yeah. So maybe Mahomes is AI generated.
maybe
Yeah.
so. Maybe the whole NFL. Forget
Whole NFL.
scripted. The
It
whole
is scripted.
NFL. No, forget scripted. It's not scripted. Well, yes, I guess it would be scripted. It's AI generated. So, so it's
An
not.
AI generated script.
No, no, the whole thing is made up. The people are made up. The show is made up. They make up the crowds. Like, it's all robots and animatronics, man. If you can't see it, then you're just blind.
I think you just seem like you're a little bitter about your fancy football team.
Uh, I won in our league, to be fair.
Our our league where people just kind of just do
Our
whatever they
league of 8 people,
very serious
very
players.
serious. Hey, Joel's taking it seriously this year. Of course, I think
That's
he
true.
lost too, which is
That that
disappointing.
makes that makes one serious person.
Yeah. But my other league, I did do terribly. It was funny though. I was going against like 4 of my players
Yeah.
on the other one. So there was almost no way I would lose both.
Yeah.
It was
It's
like I
good.
was going to win
Yeah.
one or lose the other.
Yeah, I needed McCarthy to be playing good the whole time. I needed JJ to give me some points in one of my leagues, but that's all right. I was only four
Yeah.
points away. It was kind of annoying.
Well, I mean, I had Bo Nix in my other one, and I had McCarthy as my backup. I wish I would have played McCarthy. My Bo Nix
Mc-
was terrible.
McCarthy?
Uh,
Oh, JJ McCarthy.
yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah. Sorry,
yeah.
my brain.
I was like, I thought I messed up another name. I just
No,
assumed
no,
that
no.
it's on me.
No, no, no. You're good. Yeah, that would have been better play than Bo Nix. Sorry, bro.
2 interceptions and a fumble.
Not
Come
a
on, Bo
yeah,
Nix.
I kind of anyway, we'll see how he does. I bet he'll bounce back. He's got a
At
really good
least,
coach.
at least lose the game if you're gonna do that. Like, not only did you give me no points in fantasy, but they still managed to win the game. How dare those Broncos? I am I am unhappy.
Very unhappy. Very
Yes.
unhappy. How dare they? Yeah. Any other thoughts on the Philadelphia game? Like, do you think we should stop the run or stop the pass this time?
I mean, you have to stop the run with Philadelphia. Like,
Uh-huh.
I think there's a better chance that Jalen Hurts has a bad game than that we stop the run without putting any extra effort into it. I
Yeah.
guess is kind of my thought.
Yeah.
And so much of his game is running, and so keeping maintain is going to be key. Like,
Yeah.
that's
I
going
mean,
to be
apparently
important.
Chris Jones didn't do that on that last play,
Yeah,
which is pretty painful. And you're like, no, you got to do it.
yeah. He's
Yeah.
trying to get to
One
the
time
quarterback.
I was playing flag football and I totally didn't understand like that concept at all. And I kept trying to sneak in and like tackle the quarterback and he just kept running away from me and getting yards. It was pretty bad, you know, but I didn't play football. I was just out there
Well,
playing with
then
some
it sounds
guys
like
for some event.
no one on your team told you. So I mean, that's kind of on them. If someone on your team did know football, they
Yeah.
should explain that. Like,
I mean, I think they told me. I think I just didn't understand what they were saying at the time. I didn't watch football a lot.
gotcha.
I wasn't cool. Still
Yeah,
not
well,
cool. So,
still not.
but
So my thoughts on the Eagles game. I kind of mentioned this before. I don't expect us to win. I just feel like without our two receivers, uh, it's not that we couldn't win, but I don't think it's. I think your expectations should be, you know, 70-30, 80-20. Like I don't think that you should expectations should, I don't think it's a coin flip game. I've heard a lot of people say it's a coin flip game. They're both really good teams. I think if we had our full lineup, I would take it as a coin flip game. But there's such a disparity between uh skill positions. I mean, like their offensive line is better. Like our offensive line is good, but their offensive line is better. Like their defense is better. Their running back is better. Their receivers are better. Like we have Mahomes, who's better than Hurts. But other than that, like we really don't have a clear advantage anywhere that I see.
yeah.
So I don't think it's reasonable to assume that we will manage to. I don't think you should expect it. I'm not like I said, we could, and I hope we do. I would
Hmm.
love it. I would absolutely love it if we did, but I don't. And it could easily be an Eagles off. The six an off game. Chiefs have off games. Every team has off games. The
Yep.
Eagles have don't play like even if they play well, just not great, and we play great. Yeah, we'll win. Like that's
Yep.
if we're on our best game and they're just a step below that, then I think we'll win. But if they're on their best game, we're on our best game, I think that the Eagles win.
Yeah.
So that's my feelings. I don't know what
No,
your
I think that's a great analysis. Like the reality is we're just outmatched in so many other ways in other locations. So I think with our receivers, it's a much closer game. I don't hate the line right now, which is Eagles favored, even though we're at home.
Mhm.
Uh, but we could see Mahomey, and and he could pull it out. And like you said, maybe the Eagles, maybe Jalen Hurts isn't on point with his passes, which happens occasionally.
Yeah,
And we'll
maybe our
see.
defense takes a step after the week one. I mean, week one is week one, right? Like
Yeah.
there's so much more adjustment. You can play preseason all you want, but then once you get into a real game with real starters, they might just realize, oh, we don't we have to be in better shape. We're not just playing a quarter of a game. We have to play, you know, four quarters of a game and keep up with people who are faster than who we are going up against in preseason. You know, there's just a lot of adjustments on the player end and hopefully on the coaching end too. And so our defense could really take a step forward. Like it's always a possibility. I hope so. I hope that our uh, it'll be discouraging if that is what our defense looks like for the whole season. I don't expect it to be. I expect them to get
Yeah.
better. Um,
Yeah,
so
I mean, offensive line gets better throughout the year, usually,
mhm.
and with our offense. And our defense, Spagnola, usually gets better throughout the year because it's kind of complicated and it takes a while for people to get used to it. We don't have a lot of new players, but I think it's a pretty safe assumption that our defense will continue to grow and get better. So yeah, I think we play them close. I think we fight for it. I don't think we
Yeah.
win. But I think we want to make sure that we don't get embarrassed again. But we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen people debate like, is this a must win or, if the Chiefs do get blown out, is that game over? And I'm just like, we're out our two best receivers. Like, even if we lose by 14 points, like, I'm not like I'll be concerned and I'm sure the media will go crazy, but it's like there's so much season left for them to develop and then to get our two best receivers out. Like if this game if AJ Brown and Devontae Smith were both out, like, and the Chiefs beat them, it would be like, well, they're missing their two best receivers. It's just this like weird mentality where people are like, well, it's just it's the Chiefs, so if the Chiefs lose, it's a big deal because they lost in whatever fashion. It's like it's just hard, like to lose your two best receivers and like very clearly best receivers at this point, like in Kelsey's career, like a step above everybody else.
Mhm.
Um, and like that's just tough. Like it's hard to adjust. And I
Yeah.
think that, like you were saying, they came into it with an idea of we're going to throw a lot, and then they just didn't get away from that last week um, after losing a receiver. It makes a big difference. They had their playbook, and their playbook had a lot of passing plays, and that's what they were ready for, and what they wanted to do. And they came out and they made a couple good ones and a couple bad ones, and just didn't quite get it done at the end of the day.
But yeah, but like I said, I think Mahomes' magic's back. I think he's pushing it. He's throwing the ball, ring it in, guys. Ring it in. We
He's
might
Spider-Maning.
or Spider-Man it in. Let's start spinning some webs, making some traps and keep working on stuff like that. Keep building rapport with some of the other receivers.
One
Um,
other question before we go. I don't know if you're trying to. Are you concerned at all with the chippiness between players like on our team?
no.
Like, okay, simple enough. I mean, we had several, right? We had people.
They were mad. They were jet lagged. Mad and jet lagged.
I mean, they went there like 3 days earlier, 4 days earlier. I mean, they were there for a while.
Still a
But
long
yeah,
flight, man.
I get it. I'm not saying that didn't have anything to do with it. But
I don't
yeah,
think you've
they.
ever been on a flight like that.
I haven't. That's fair.
Yeah, okay. When you do, you'll be mad and jet lagged too.
Okay, okay.
When you go
Fair
play your
enough.
professional game and lose to your rivals.
Yeah. You know me, I'm planning to go into professional pickleball. That's
Nice.
my avenue to success
All right. For pickleball in the future.
for pickleball.